Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, right? This is for my cancers. Before I start, I do want to mention, right? It was like, so I've been doing my videos and stuff, and just the video before, they was trying to stop me because my nails was like getting all itchy, and like I had stuff all on my nails, and I just cleaned my nails before I came when I do these readings. I was like, whoa. But that's because I was talking some genuine stuff, and that's just what happens. But the last card came out for my last reading. It was like work through your feelings. And I was exactly doing that. So maybe I just want to come here and give y'all that quick little advice. Make sure y'all working through your feelings, right? And it is not probably, I don't know if it's going to come up for y'all or not, for my cancers, but that's just something that maybe you guys, I don't know if you guys need to hear that or not. Alright, so the first one we have for you guys is know you are loved. And this could be coming from your spirit team as well as your ancestors, which are your spirit team. As well as coming from yourself as well, right? A lot of times we go through family issues and friend issues, relationship issues, so many issues. I'm talking about sibling issues. Whoa, God, man, there's so many. Even our children sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes even that, this fella, my gratitude, they want y'all to be grateful for what you got. Now, back to know you are loved, right? I feel like there's so many things that take place, but we just gotta remember that we love ourselves. You know what I mean? We gotta love ourselves. Not saying you gotta like put nobody down or whatever, but make sure you guys have love for yourself and make sure you always remember. If nobody on this earth loves you, if you ain't got love from nobody else, and now, mind you, there's people right now that are gonna say that, but they know what they did to you. They know what you did. Maybe right now you're like me, where somebody done messed around with me or act like, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't enough for the now because I'm not speaking to them, or not saying I'm just like not talking to them. Like I see them past them, well, I keep, you know what I mean? We can keep that energy, yo, what's up, da da da, or like keep it cool, but it ain't me hitting them up no more. It ain't, you feel me? It ain't that overly love no more. It ain't none of that because of what they did or whatever they do, what they did, and people that love you ain't gonna do what they did. You feel me? So if you're going through something where your parent or whatever did something wrong to you, whatever, and they might be saying the same thing that I'm trying to say, where they're like, oh, my kid don't love me, don't feel bad because it is what it is. They know what they did to you. They truly loved you. They wouldn't have done what they done. You can keep that positive energy, keep it pushing, but you don't have to necessarily go above and beyond because they didn't do that for you. I mean, in fact, they probably underdid it because they was willing to just, get you out of their hair. So I do want to say this. Even if you don't feel like you're loved by your peoples, your relationships and all that, you gotta love yourself, and you gotta always remember your higher power loves you, your spirit team loves you, your ancestors love you, people that's passed over, your grandma, your whoever that you was like, yo, this person was unconditional with me, they were so real, they were genuine. Whenever I needed something, they never hesitated. You feel me? And maybe you're not somebody that always asks for stuff, but whenever you needed something, it was given, it was there for you. Some people get it twisted. Some people always ask for things, always, and then when somebody says no, they're like, man, this person ain't solid. That's totally different from somebody that genuinely needs something. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Every blue moon, because I'm like that. Man. I don't really ask people for whatever, but I appreciate what people do for me. So I'm like that. Y'all might be like that too. So, but you might have somebody sit next to you, not like literally, but just figure of speech, where they're like, well, this person didn't do for me that one time, and they're always asking for that person to do for them. So that's the difference. So I do want to give that description or like that too. That like there's a difference, right? So yeah, make sure you guys know you guys are loved from your spirit team. Next one came off you guys is gratitude. That's when I felt about that. So like I said, I love doing these readings as well because it helps me to stay on my toes as far as my mental space and like doing these cards and things like that. It gives me some good words of the day. Now, gratitude, this can help as far as motivation especially, right? Because, see, a lot of times we get into a situation where we feel less motivated to move on and to continue our lives. And, being grateful for everything we have, and when we look around for things that, we might even feel like we're not got enough, right? And when you look around your situation, nobody's saying that you can't be motivated to go out there and get more, right? It's nothing wrong with wanting more. Like, I don't think that's bad, you know what I mean? I don't think it's bad because I feel like, especially God didn't just stop at he didn't just make the sun, you know what I'm saying? He made the moon, you know what I mean? If you're doing things in a way where it's going to advance your lifestyle and You know, you're gonna enjoy your one life more. Like you're gonna get your boat, you're gonna get your house. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't feel bad. Don't let people trick you out of, you know, doing things that you're not harming nobody. You're doing things that's not you're gonna please you, right? So, but any process, when you're feeling down and you feel like you haven't done enough, just be grateful for the moments that you have been on this earth. Be grateful for all the things that you have. Be grateful for the blessing that you've been granted already, right? That's one of the biggest things is gratitude. That's what a lot of people get affected by. A lot of people don't realize. They have to appreciate when people do for them. Even though we might have wanted somebody to do for us more, let's just appreciate what people done and move on from it. You know what I mean? Being grateful for every little thing. Assess the situation came off of you guys. So this might be like, y'all might be like in situations where you're, any situation really, whatever it is, right? Whether it's you're trying to think on, should you do something or not today? You're trying to think on changing locations, whatever. You gotta kind of think it through and assess it. Like actually ask yourself and really like, kind of like a math teacher, right? You're just sitting there and thinking it over throughout your head, and you're kind of just making that, you know, process, thinking that, having that thinking process to tell yourself if you sure they shouldn't do something. And that's just assessing the situation. That's pretty much, that's all that really is. And I want you guys to really take note, because the decision making can be a key factor, and it plays a key factor in your lives, right? A lot of people's lives go a different way. I'm not gonna say bad or good, because I'm not here to judge nobody. But a lot of situations go a different way because somebody didn't properly look at the whole detail of it. They probably looked at it like, this is what I'm gonna do now because of this what happened, but they might not compare, hey, if I do this, good or bad, if I do this and this happens, am I gonna regret this? You know what I mean? So let's take the entire situation into consideration, and not just right now, I'm going to do this because of this situation, right? All right, next one we have from my cancers, relax, right? You always got to have a relaxed time. I don't know where this will work every day. I mean, look, you can work every day, you can work all day, right? But you got to have a break period, right? You have to develop a break period. I remember people watch a Disney film for like an hour or whatever, right? Just have a time where you just diffuse yourself, right? Because you've been going all day, and that gives it a break. And the break, what it does is mentally, work is only work unless you're taking breaks, right? Because it's a time for everything. If you, let's say for an example, if you went to work 24/7, didn't eat, sleep, nothing, didn't take a break from whatever it is you do for work, then it wouldn't be considered work. You would just be doing cards, right? Or like for me, if I took a break, if I just sat here on YouTube and just did this all day, didn't use the bathroom, didn't do nothing, then I didn't go to work. I technically just played with cards all day, right? Technically, right? Because it's only going to work if it's working, playing, or working, relaxing, working, doing something else. You know what I mean? So ensure you guys are relaxing, so give yourself a break from whatever you're doing, so you can kind of recollect your thoughts, and you can kind of feel a different vibe. That would encourage you to keep moving, especially with your career choice, especially with anything you're doing, because everybody knows the toughest workers out there in the building, they're the toughest players as well. They get out there and they enjoy themselves. What else look out for my cancers? We gotta go for it, so that might be a message for you guys, a quick message for, I don't know, you guys starting businesses. A lot of people starting businesses these days. Let me tell you guys something, right? I would rather take my chances with my business and rather spend 5, 6, 7, 8, 20 years growing it than to put the same amount of energy into somebody else's. And then look, this is just my personal opinion. I've worked in both situations. I've worked a job before, I've worked jobs, so I can tell you, when you're working at for anybody, right? Unless that person is like financially looking at your pockets, unless that person is like financially like in debt with you. I'm not talking about finances, but this is just realistically speaking. If this is not even about, a lot of people get it twisted. See, money is a trademark. Money is basically trading my value for something in return that I can take and I can buy something or I can use that. It could be good. It could be you can be trading me rice and I can take the rice and trade it for pigs and cattle. But that's not how it is. It's money, right? So if I know if I'm working for a company for 20 something years and I get better and better and better every single day, shouldn't you get a large percentage of the gross income of that business? You know what I mean? But it doesn't work that way. Like I know a lot of you guys probably work in retail. Y'all not getting no percentage of that store. Y'all not, you know what I'm saying? When y'all retire, y'all not sitting up there getting a percentage. But you technically made that store. I mean, if you've been working there and been loyal to that store for 20 something years, you couldn't be loyal to yourself. You couldn't go and start your own clothing business. You couldn't open up your own grocery shop. You couldn't, because businesses love managers. They love, you ever notice this? They always put a great employee as a manager. They always take a great manager and put him up to be a overall boss or whatever, right? And then maybe the boss gets a bonus and stuff, but it's only really the owners that's really pulling in the percentages, that's really pocketing off of your hard work. So I'm not saying that you can't get a job, but I'm saying that, listen, don't get discouraged, because there's a lot more positive input when it comes down, or positive output, I should say, when it comes down to running your own business and whatever the case is, than it is working at somebody else's establishment. You just got to think about it, right? Even if it takes 15, 20 years, it doesn't matter, because what I'm saying is, even if you just work a simple job and then work on your business on the side, you got 24 hours in a day. You say 8. You could do it, right? You could definitely run something on the side. Even if you got to do it for 20 years or whatever the case is, the goal isn't to get financially free, and I mean it is, but it's also more inside fulfillment as well, right? It's more about knowing that you wanted to do something, you started your task, and you're not going to stop for nobody. That's so much bigger. Money can't buy motivation, right? Money can probably motivate people, but money can't buy motivation. And you just can't install loyalty into somebody with money. You just can't pay somebody to be fully focused, driven. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're gonna be because they're getting paid, but that type of energy I'm talking about, it comes down to, it's a point where it's so motivation, it's so unique that it's like the bag stops, the money stops, that person still want it. You know what I mean? That type of loyalty, that type of grind. And that's the thing that you're gonna be fully focused on with your business, because you know that with your thing that you're doing, is gonna be more in it. So I just put that out there for all you guys. Now, yeah, I have a family business, that's different. But for my people out there that's like, yo, they just want to do the own thing, they want to just focus on whatever skill they need to. If you like working at a grocery store, they open up your own grocery store, whatever. I'm just saying, like, it's just, to me, I had to realize, like, unless you really enjoy working at this spot and this paying you big money and you're getting all these benefits and you feel like your time is really valuable and you really, really enjoy it, if you just dislike it, then maybe this is for you. Maybe this car, go for it, came off you guys. Because if you feel like you just hate every second you spend it somewhere, it's probably more beneficial you just go get yourself a little simple job and you go full throttle with your business or whatever it is that you're doing. We have a 2 to the divine. Right? Maybe you guys need to make sure that you guys are connecting with your spirit team as well. Make sure you guys are getting up in prayers, right? It's very important. Prayers are very important. Whatever it is that you're trying to gain, pray for it, right? Simple as that, right? I don't know if it's a new position, new job, new career choice, whatever, but pray for it. If you see a apartment online, I've done that. Me and my wife, we done that. We prayed every night for this specific place. And we got it. You know what I mean? It's crazy song. Y'all might not believe me. Y'all don't have to. I know it's true. So, pray for it. Make sure you guys are tuned to the divine. Make sure you guys are connected with your spirit teams. Know your worth, right? Don't let nobody tell you where they think that you need to be in life, right? You guys know your worth. You guys know your value. Even if you're working for somewhere else or you're working for somebody, you still know your value. You know what you can do, and that's why if you could see that other people know your value, that's why I said they're only going to take a great employee and put them up to management. They're only going to move a great employee up to management. So if you know that you have value and other people see your value, then we have to start seeing our own value. We have to start saying, okay, we are clearly, we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're getting things done. We're on point. We're on pivot. So know your worth will actually make it a lot easier when it comes down to your success rate in your life in total. And the last one we have for you guys is thoughts. Thoughts. Your thoughts is very important. Negative or positive, listen, right? See, the thoughts can actually determine on our actions, right? Because it's like if you're having a conversation with somebody and you think of something, 9 out of 10 times you're gonna bring it up, right? Unless it's something that you don't really want to share, most times you're gonna just bring it up because it's a conversation. That's just how conversations work. If you guys if you guys are, for an example, if you guys are at a job location, and you get a thought of an idea to start a new business or whatever, then you take that into consideration and you might take action to that. Your thoughts can make or break you, right? You want to take the negative as signs, yes, if there's like things where you feel like, okay, it's negatively affected, but it's kind of like you still want to focus more positive when it comes on to your thoughts as well, right? If you're having negative thoughts, like when you're out there walking and it's telling you, I don't want to sound like cliche enough, but it's telling you, yeah, give up or turn around, but you know you got this, you're right there. You're right you're in the midst of the finish line. Why are you going to listen to your negative thoughts when you're right there at the finish line? And especially if I'm not talking about in a situation where it's like, y'all see the movie Cars, and obviously your boy, Lightning McQueen, was right by the finish line. I just watched the movie yesterday. Lightning McQueen was right by the finish line, and you know what I'm saying, his thoughts told him to turn around because he saw his mate crash out. I ain't talking about that type of situation. I'm just talking about in a positive environment where nothing's going wrong, and your thoughts is having you just give up because, I don't know, some negative thought ran through your head to try to prevent you from finishing, right? Something like that. Nothing physical is going on in the world. That could be a demonic spirit trying to stop you and prevent you from succeeding. So let's just take that in consideration, and let's just kind of determine on when our thoughts is going to affect us in a positive light, and when our thoughts are just like, okay, that's not even me. Because sometimes it's not even you. Sometimes the devil will get in your head and wanting you to do something or say something that's irrelevant to your success and what you're trying to do in life. That's going to be for the Cancers. Thank you guys so much for continuing this reading. Let me know in the comment section how you guys felt, and I'll see you guys soon.